Hello, today I'm going to show you how to upload your completed video to YouTube. So firstly, you're going to go to your YouTube channel and you're going to click on Manage Videos. From there, you're going to say Create Video and you're going to say Upload Videos. And then you're going to select, you can either select it or you can drag and drop your video. So I've got my video here that I want to upload, and I'm going to click on the video that I want to upload and I'm going to drop it onto select files. And then this window opens up. And here you're going to, the first one that comes up is the title of your video. It's important that you put, for your titles and your descriptions, that you put the correct wording that people are going to search. So I'm going to change this title. It's the 11th video in our series, so I'm going to keep it as Girls in Tech 11, but I'm going to change it to how to render your video for YouTube. Okay, it's important that you've put that because if someone wants to search for how to render a video for YouTube, that's what they'll put in there, how to render video for YouTube. So it's important that it's in there because there are many videos that will be like this, and it'll then, at least in the search, it'll come up there. So you can generally say your description is pretty much the same as your title, or you can just add a little bit more in there if you have any other information. So normally what I would do is I would then put the Girls in Tech website address in. So I just want to put that in there, Girls in Tech South Africa, so that I can get their website. And then so that I can put that in my into my description as well, and any links that you refer to maybe in the video will go here as well. So I'm in my description, I'm just going to say how to render your video for YouTube in DaVinci Resolve, because that's the software we're going to be using. I just want to correct myself here. Okay, so basically everything anything that is needed for search words is what you want to put in related to your videos. Okay, so the more you've got 5,000 characters to play with. Obviously you don't want your description extremely long or anything like that, but as long as whatever you put in for your title and your description, you put as many words that will be keywords for people to find your video. So like this video is specifically on how to render your video for YouTube, I'm specifically saying how to render your video for YouTube in DaVinci Resolve, so that if someone does search that, this will pop up. Also in the description, I like to put like I say, I like to put in anything that pertains to your YouTube channel. So in this case, I want people to see in the description that if they want to see more, they can go to, if they want to know more about Girls in Tech, they can then go to the Girls in Tech website. All YouTube videos need a thumbnail, so you should always have created. So once you, what you would have done is when you were creating your video, you would have created a thumbnail that would have gone just before, like a still intro, just before your video. You don't have to have that, but you can have it. All the Girls in Tech videos have that. that I have created for the tutorials, just to keep it standard and consistent. That same thumbnail that I created as a JPEG, I will then upload to use for the thumbnail for the thumbnail of. So this thumbnail now will show up, and if you can see on the side here, these are all the thumbnails of the videos that I've previously uploaded. So that's this here, so that you can see what it is. Then you're going to create a new playlist. So we've already got Rebel Conversations, which is all the interviews that the girls in tech do, the Rebel stories, and I've recently created the DaVinci Resolve tutorial. So all the tutorials then go into the DaVinci Resolve tutorials. But this is specifically to YouTube. So we're going to create a new template, and I'm going to name it YouTube Tutorials. So anything that any tutorials that I create around YouTube, so like how to upload to YouTube and how to go live to YouTube, all those kind of videos will now go into this playlist. So you click create, and it's a public playlist so that anyone can see it, and you want that because obviously you want as many views as possible. Most videos are not made for kids, so we'll click on not made for kids. These videos are not made for children, especially they could watch. Kids who are under 18 could watch these videos with adult supervision. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with these videos regarding kids, but if you were going to make specifically, if you have a channel that is specifically a kids channel, then you would say, yes, it is made for kids. There is a lot of restrictions around videos made for kids. So when it is specific, as my daughter has her own YouTube channel, I then say, yes, it is made for kids. And then there is a whole bunch of restrictions that come with it, where there's no commenting is allowed on the YouTube kids channels. And there's a whole lot of rules and regulations that you need to follow if anything is made for kids. So even though your YouTube video is probably kid friendly, just say, no, it's not made for kids, because if you do, then you'll end up with a whole lot of restrictions. Then you're going to click on show more, and on here, so then you get paid promotion. This is if you've got any paid promotions that are within your video. None of these videos have paid promotions, so I'm not going to click that on. Then we go to tags. Again, tags are incredibly important. It helps for your video to be discovered more easily. So what you would need to do is put in as many words as possible that is going to make it easier for people to find your video. So basically we're going to say upload to YouTube as one tag, DaVinci Resolve. So what else? What other words? It's all just keywords that you would use. What else would you do? Render. You can put render video. And if you can come up with as many words as possible, that not just random words that are related to your video. Sometimes you don't get many words that is going to be needed, but sometimes you can put quite a few different words. But the more, the better. Then it will help with discoverability. Then you're going to look at your language. And this basically tells somebody whether your video is what language your video is in. And sometimes you can actually, if you wanted to, you could put subtitles, but our video is in English, so we're going to just keep it in English, and we're not going to, there's no need to put subtitles. Subtitles normally go on videos well, you can change the subtitle actually. If your video is in English, you can say it's subtitled in German or Chinese or whatever, and then it'll change the subtitle text for whichever language. But we're not going to do that. We're going to keep everything on English. Caption certification, we don't need to do that. Just so that you know, if your content appears on US television on or after September the 30th, 2012, it might require closed captions. This is a requirement for federal communication. If your video doesn't require closed caption, select the reason why. Okay, so we don't need that. So we'll just leave it. Recording date. I'm going to say, so I only put a recording date if I'm going live. So I don't put a recording date for this because it's not necessary. I will schedule this for the day that it needs to be posted. So I'm not going to put a recording date. You don't necessarily need to put the recording date. No one needs to know that you recorded this over a month ago and you're actually only posting it in 2 weeks' time. So it's not necessary. Like I say, I only put the recording date on the day. If I do a live and that gets recorded, then I put that date down. I like to put the video location in so that people know in what area the video was made. So that by putting it in Cape Town, people will know that actually here's a nice tutorial video that was created in South Africa, which is awesome. And then these are always automatically switched on. Just leave them on. It's recommended for them to be like that. So we'll just leave it. Because you want to allow embedding and publish subscription fees and all that kind of stuff. You kind of want that in there. Short sampling. It's just so that we can just say. So we're on a standard YouTube license, and that allows embedding and publish to subscription feed. Okay, and also there's shorts sampling. So YouTube has recently started doing shorts, which is basically very short videos that are under a minute long, very much like TikTok. It's their version of like TikTok, and this allows you to be able to do you can do shorts, but obviously not all of it is like this all the time. Then you get different categories, and because this is a tutorial, we're going to select the how-to style, but you have multiple different kinds. If you were uploading a gaming video, you would then select gaming, so it goes into the different categories. If you're doing education or interviews, go under nonprofits and activism, but this is a tutorial, so it's going to go under how-to style. Choose if and how you want your comments to show. So because it's a nonprofit, we kind of just want to avoid any kind of crazy comments that might happen with the videos. So we will put on hold potentially inappropriate comments. This is what Girls in Tech want. So we're going to leave it that way so that it gets reviewed. So if someone does make a comment and it might be inappropriate, or it could be racist or something to that effect, you want to hold it so that admin of the YouTube channel can say, actually, no, we're not going to publish this, so that people don't need to see that kind of comments. But honestly, YouTube, if they do see that kind of comment, they will automatically delete these comments. It'll show up for not very long. I've had that previously with some of my videos where there's been very much of a random comment being made, and I've seen that there was a notification of a comment, and I've seen the comment, but when I've gone in to look at it, YouTube has already taken that comment down. So YouTube is very, very good with with rules and regulations, and they're very, very strict. So if they see anything that is inappropriate, whether you've had this clicked on or not, they will take it down. Okay, then you'll click next. You can, like I was saying, subtitles, you can add subtitles if you want it. Cards is promote related content during your video. We're not going to add any of that kind of stuff. It's like a short little clip that will go in between your content, like a pop-up ad in the middle of your video. We're not going to add that. But we are going to, and it's very important, is to add an end screen. So we're going to click on add. And they give you a whole bunch of different layouts that you can use. They're pretty much the same thing. So what it'll do is it'll import from the latest video and you'll subscribe, or a video that is relatable to what we're already showing with the subscribe. The round ones, generally you're subscribe, or you can show 2 videos. There's different ways that you can. So you can see here, there's one that has one video, which means that a video from someone that's relatable to what you're already doing. So if they want to, then it shows up saying like somebody else has done a similar kind of video. That's the video that's going to go. And then they can also show a video from your playlist, and then the subscribe button. I generally just click on import from the latest video and a subscribe, so that what happens is it'll find a video that's best for the viewer and a suggested video to then watch once they're done with your video, and then they'll have the girls in tech for you to go and subscribe button. So then you'll just click save, and then you'll say next. YouTube automatically does a check to see if there are any copyright issues. So if you mention something that has a copyright, so for argument's sake, with my videos with doing cakes and stuff, if I put Spider-Man, I will then it'll say that it has found a copyright issue because I have mentioned the word Spider-Man. But so in this case, there's no copyright issues, and they will tell you that there's no issues found, and they just check it to make sure. Because what happens if it does, so just so that you do know, if it does come up saying that there's a copyright issue and that it's found, it's not going to stop your video from being uploaded. What it is, it's going to stop your video from being monetized at any stage. So that's the difference. So while you can have something that has a copyright something in it, so like my cake videos, I'll have Spider-Man or superheroes or something like that, and because it's specifically a copyright thing, it'll come up saying that there's a copyright issue, and that means that that video will never be allowed to be monetized because it's we need to pay for the copyright. So you always basically want something that doesn't say, that always says no issues found, because then any of your videos then will be able to be monetized should you want them to be. Next. So then we come to our last screen, which is basically publishing our screen. And you have various options. You have a private, which means it's only for you and people who you choose to watch. So like I was saying, that if you had a private channel where you were basically uploading all your your personal videos, so that you've got a place that it is stored in the cloud almost. So YouTube is probably a good place to store your personal videos if you have some personal videos and you needing to store them somewhere. You can actually click on the private selection, and then only you and anyone that you choose to be able to see those videos on that channel will be able to see it. Otherwise, it'll stay private and nobody else will be able to see those videos. You can, if you want, you can click unlisted. So what happens is that you can upload multiple videos if you wanted to, And you can click them unlisted and then go back later and say publish so that the public can then see it. I don't really see the point in that. I would rather just schedule my videos and then just have them publish on the days that I want. Then I don't have to go back. So we're going to make, and then obviously generally you want your videos to be public. So we want all these videos to be public because we want as many viewerships as we can get. And obviously from that, we want as many subscribers as we can get. Not necessarily to monetize this channel, but because we want Girls in Tech to have Girls in Tech South Africa to have as much exposure as possible. So we want to keep it public, just so that we can see what's set as premiere. When you set your video as an instant premiere, you and your viewers can watch it together at the same time. Another thing that's is not necessary, so I never click on it. It's really not an issue to have that. It almost delays your video going live. So I just leave it clicked off. We want to schedule these videos. So this particular one, it's one of the last in the series of tutorials for August. So I'm going to select it for 23rd. If it's incorrect, I will change it. And then I want it to go up at 9 a.m. in the morning. So I'm going to click 9 a.m. This is on the default for our local time. Again, we're not going to select premiere. So this video will get uploaded just like these, but it will only go live. No one can see these videos at this point. And I'll show you just now. They have like a little timer saying that they will be uploaded at a certain time, day and time. So this video will get that as well. And then that's basically it. Just so that you can see, before you publish, check the following. Do kids appear in the video? Because that's a problem. If kids do appear in the video, it's all about the protection for minors. And we don't want to protect them from harm and exploitation and bullying and violations and all that kind of stuff. So you just want to be careful on whether there are kids in videos, and if there are, then it's best to just make your YouTube video for children so that they are protected. And then you just click on schedule, and it will automatically schedule and upload your video. So you'll get to now. It's going to say that it is scheduled. I just want to check here, the 18th of August. Okay, that is the correct date. So, so what you can do, so if you were publishing it for today and you wanted people to start viewing it from today, as you've uploaded it like that, you can then copy the link. So you just click on that to say copy video link, and then you can share it to Facebook or wherever else that you want to copy, WhatsApp, any of it. You can use that link for it to be shared. I'm not going to copy on it because I'm not going to share it just yet. So I'm going to close it. And then you can see we've got all the different videos that we have uploaded. Some have already been published, and you can see that on the side. These ones have all been published already and can be viewed by public. And then from here, you'll see all of them are scheduled, and you can see there's a little clock next to it saying that they're scheduled. So the only person that can see these is me or another admin, that this is here. The public ones, obviously, they are public and people can start seeing them. And on the side here, you can see the different views and if there's any comments or likes or dislikes. If at any time you needed to change something, oh no, it is not correct. The 23rd, it's okay. So like now I need to change it. I've just realized that it is incorrect because this video is getting scheduled for the 23rd. This one needs to go on the next day. So I'm going to edit this. So you can edit the title and description if you wanted to. I want to edit the schedule. So you just click on the edit if you want to change anything that you wanted to change there. But I'm going to change the schedule to Thursday the 26th because that's the day that it's meant to go up, and I will change the schedule date, and you'll see it will swap around and it will go to the top if you refresh, because it will then see now it's at the top. Okay, now that I've changed it. And that's basically it. Depending on what kind of video you are uploading that, it's very important that you then go and read through all YouTube's different terms and conditions, and so that you don't violate anything. If you do violate things, they will take it down. If you like this video and like to see more of this, these kind of videos and these kinds of tutorials, please make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And make sure you hit the notification button so that you get notifications for when we go live or when we upload new videos. Thank you for watching.